Hey everyone, I'm Gary, and welcome to Logging On and Rolling Out. And along with my wife April and our rescue Yorkie Hazel, we travel the country in our Winnebago Sprinter van, VANDZL. April and I both work full-time remote tech jobs, so this channel is all about how we balance our careers with life on the road. We'll be sharing our travels, the network setups and DIY projects to keep us connected, and everything in between. So thanks for hanging out with us. Let's get into it. This is Logging On and Rolling Out. I'm going to walk you through the van here. So we are two remote IT workers, and this is a 2015 Winnebago Era 170C. It is based on the Sprinter 170-inch chassis. It is a rear bath. There is a single slide with the about a double bed. And what we're doing here is we're getting ready to take one of our first trips where we both have to work remote for a few weeks. This is currently our only workstation. So we have a couch, we have a table. By the time you set up a laptop, you've got a couple external monitors, we're going to have some problems, right? We're not going to be able to fit two of us here all day working with extended monitors. So we're going to be installing the B-Pillar Lagun Table mount. And I'll talk more about that here in a couple minutes. But I did want to kind of walk you through the van. So this is the slide out portion. I've already got it out. I already got the table set up. You know, we could, this couch folds out. It's a little tight. You know, it's going to go all the way to the door here, but it works for us, right? We like the layout. We really like the rear bath that this particular model has. We've got a decent sized shower, toilet, all the normal stuff, right? So the inside of this van is, I believe it's about 6'2" or so. I am 6'3", so, or 6'2.5". So I do touch the ceiling. So I'm right there. I would hit my head on this air conditioner if I don't duck. But you know what? I wanted a regular Sprinter. This is the tallest version I could get used. So let me get started here. All right, so I've already taken some time to lay out all the parts and pieces and tools and everything else we need for this. So starting with the mount. So this is a B-Pillar mount. So this will go, a couple of these brackets will fit together here to go on the B-Pillar. So it'll kind of go like this, right? And then this will mount to the seat bracket, or to the seat base. This being an older Sprinter, so this particular model requires us to drill into the base. 2019 and up, the newer style, yeah, it would have been bolts and go right. We wouldn't have had to do any of that. So we will have to mark that. We will have to drill into the seat base. But let me cover the rest of this. So we have our Lagun mount. I got part of it down here. So I've taken it apart because for some reason it came together, just stacked. So taking off the table base part. So this we're going to, in a little bit, we're going to mount it to this table. And I bought this really nice bamboo, I can't remember, but really nice table. So this is going to act as my workspace. So I'm going to be able to use that passenger seat as my desk. But we're going to mount this table mount to the underside of that table. We're going to center it up. So that's what they instructed us to do. And it'll eventually go to this Lagun mount. So first thing we need to do is take this seat out so it's out of the way so we can access the bolts. And one final one. I'm going to try to do this without adding another extension, but I don't have a longer impact extension. We'll have to use a chrome one and break all the rules. All right, let's see if we can set it around a little bit different direction. There we go. That's what we're looking for. There's no power options on this seat. So we'll be able to lift this seat up and take it right out of here because, well, we're not that fancy. All right, so this is going to give us access to the seat base. This van's got this, I don't know, I guess it's vinyl or MTEX from Mercedes, whatever it is. We're going to have to fold it up. You can see the mount, it's going to mount back here, all right? It's going to attach to the B-Pillar here. We're going to remove this. We will put it back on. There's a way to do that. It specifically tells you how to do it, where to put it anyway. Then we're going to drill holes into this base. And looks like there's plenty of space back there to get that done, so shouldn't hit anything. But there are a lot of electronics underneath the seat. This has our switches and everything that control the power switches. We've already replaced that once. All right, so we're going to take this D-ring out right here. This is where the bracket, and this bracket is from Stoutlander. I picked it up on Etsy, but there's he's got a website. He makes them all himself, and it's stoutlander.com. So there's a stack. Let me grab the B mount here. So this is a standard mount, but it's gonna mount just like this. get that lined up. But this is kind of what we're looking at. And then we're going to stack this plate for the standard mount. And then this is a Lagun mount that the Lagun Table will slide down into. All right, so I've removed the D-ring. We're going to reuse the factory bolt. We do not need the spacer. We do not need this metal shim any longer. So we're going to set that aside. We can reuse the D-ring though. So, all right. Okay, going good. That should be good enough. I need to check that it's level and everything. Then we're going to mark where we're going to drill. And it said we're going to drill 2 of these, and I assume bottom 2 maybe. The top one is going to hit the bolt, so let's go with the bottom 2 so it doesn't hit the seat base bolt. Looks like we got our bubble pretty close to the middle there. All right, so everything's level. We kind of mocked it up, but we're going to drill those holes. So let's go ahead, take it back off, because I can't fit my drill in there. I don't have a punch, so I'm going to try to hold it really straight, sadly, and editing. I was able to drill the second hole. A little bit of a challenge. It'll be fine there, but I'm going to clean some of this up because I've got a lot of metal fragments here. So we need to get the rest of the brackets mounted back up. All right, let's stack these brackets. So this one goes behind that mount, mounts to the B-pillar. We're going to put this D-ring brack on because why not? We need it. We got coolers and things that need to be in here. So on the back of this van, we're going to carry some e-bikes, and that takes up the rack I used to carry the cooler. So if you're going to bring a cooler, it's probably got to come inside. Again, start this one by hand. Tighten her down a little more, and we'll get it lined up. We'll attach the rest of these, and we'll see if we can get it leveled out. Looks like a solid bubble in the middle to me. Let's tighten up the rest of these. Start with the one that's going to make it move the most. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out kind of how this goes together. Because first timer. So I think it's going to go like that. It's going to slide into that mount that we just put on. So we need to get this table mounted. So I'm going to get the seat in. That one. There we go. It's all about finding wherever the seat needs to go. Put these back in. Alright guys, so I've got the table mounted to the Lagun mount. It'll swivel and all that. So let's get it mounted to the B-pillar bracket from Stoutlander. And it just slides onto the bracket. And it is all height adjustable. It's on there. I'm gonna adjust it about halfway. I'm gonna actually tighten each pivot point on this. So, all right. So, but yeah. So this will pivot around. It'll rotate. I get it out of the way so I can stand up when we're traveling. So at night, you know, we will show you that at some point. It's gonna have to be moved. It might be able to pivot enough over the seat. It looks like as we fold this bed out, we'll have enough space. Remember, we only have a few inches to get around here at night. What happens when we rotate the seat? So yeah, so we can leave this on when we're driving. We may want to tighten up the bracket so it doesn't swivel. But otherwise, put these links in the description. And any questions, you know, ask us in the comments. We'll be happy to answer.